Hello guys, so today in this tutorial we'll be learning how to install Ubuntu 22.04 in your Oracle VirtualBox. So for this the prerequisites are you need the Oracle VirtualBox, so it should be installed and running, and you can go to file and click on check for updates, and you should have the latest version of VirtualBox to minimize the amount of errors you have in the process, and you should have the Ubuntu 22.04 ISO file. So you can download this ISO file from the link in the description. So let's start. So to start, let's make a new machine. So click on new to create a new virtual machine. Now you can name your virtual machine. So you can give it any name you like. Okay, and now make sure that in the machine folder you can either you can leave it default or you can select your own machine folder, whichever one you like. So right now I'm selecting the folder in which I have to install my OS. Now make sure the type is Linux and the version is Ubuntu 64-bit. Okay, and then click next. Now for the memory allocation, keep this arrow approximately near the green bar in the green area, and then click next. Now click on create a virtual hard disk, click on create a virtual disk image, and you need to dynamically allocate the hard disk. Now it asks you how much memory you have to allot. So like you can allot approximately, say I'm going to allot 10 GB to this Linux file and click create. So now you see our virtual machine has been created, but our ISO file has not been inserted. So to insert an ISO file, you need to just click on this machine, click settings, and these settings open up. Now you can pick up some basic settings. So like in general, click on the advanced tab and enable bi-directional, select bi-directional in shared clipboard and drag and drop. So this option technically allows you to copy and paste items between your host OS and the OS in the VirtualBox. uh, then click on system and go to processor, and you can put this lever up to the green bar to allow the smooth functioning. The storage item, click on storage and you see an empty disk over here. Okay, so click on this empty disk and click on this CD drive, and you see an ISO file over here, Ubuntu 22.04. So you can click, or you can, like, if you don't find your ISO file over here, you can click on choose a disk file and open your folder to choose a file of your preference. And then you can click OK and this menu closes. So now we have our ISO file, our disk file inserted. So then you can simply start the virtual machine, and we can full screen the process, and you have to click on select, using your arrow keys, select Ubuntu Safe Graphics. The grub loader has loaded, and press enter. Okay, so now it's loading up. This menu, it might take some time to load up, so you'll have to wait. So as we see, the install menu has opened up. Now you can select the language of your preference. I'm going to select English and click on install Ubuntu. And you can keep the default keyboard layouts, or you can select the keyboard layouts of your preference type. I'm going to select the defaults and click continue. And you have make sure this download updates while installing Ubuntu is checked, and and normal install option is selected, and click continue. Now this menu pops up, and since this is an empty virtual machine, and so you can select erase disk and install Ubuntu and click on install now. You can click on continue. Now you need to select your location. India, you can simply select Kolkata. You can select your location and click on continue, and you can enter your credentials. So select you can select either of these options. I'll go for require my password to log in, and simply click continue, and the installation should begin. So now we see that our installation has been completed, and restart now option is coming. So you simply have to click restart, and the machine should restart with Ubuntu installed. So now we see that our screen is booted up. Enter your password, and you see that our Ubuntu is up and running. Now there are many screens telling you to install a lot of stuff. If you want to install them, you can install them. Otherwise, you can simply keep on clicking next or ignore. Okay. So I do not want to send Ubuntu any information from the system. So I'll select no and click next. I'm not using, I'm turning the location services off. And if you're like interested in any of these apps, all these are open source. You can install them. And if you don't, then simply click done. And now you see our Ubuntu is up and running. But the issue is that it is not resizing. Now, according to the window, even if I full screen the app, it does not resize. So how do we resolve this issue? So simply go to terminal and open the terminal and write sudo apt update, and you will be required to type in your password. Now you can type sudo apt upgrade. Now you have to type in this statement. Now the update has been run. Now simply go to devices and then select insert guest edition CD image. You can close the terminal, and in the CD image you can select the CD option, and then the auto run as sh. You can this file you simply have to right click and click run as a program. Now you'll need to enter your password and simply let the code run. Press the enter key, and now you'll need to restart the Ubuntu, and now you can see the machine resizes. So our Ubuntu 22.04 is up and running and also resizes. So now even this also works in full screen. So as you can see, when I switch to full screen mode, um, the Ubuntu also resizes, and this machine is working pretty well. So thank you for watching my video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel.